Hello, my name is Cal Kobe Smith, senior history student at Florida A&M University, YouTuber, Master Mojo, author of Voyages 997 and The Method Mission. And this is a message to every lawyer out there, good ones. I've been going through a lot my whole life. I'm going through something major now. And look, I need a lawyer because I've been unfairly wronged in the court by the chief judge of Leon County, Tallahassee, Florida. I've also been wronged by the circuit judge of Gaston County, Florida, David Frank. I had to deal with a racially biased judge in David, and he deliberately removed my lawyer, Marie Maddox, without my consent. And he threw out all my evidence, leaving me with only one piece, 99% of it, going from what I went through in elementary school, middle school, and everything in high school. Only left one piece of evidence that happened in middle school to have the case, and I was with a violent overage man named Javaris Goldwire, who nearly killed me inside the Shanks Middle School gym and left me for dead by beating me in my head 20 times, where I suffered a major concussion. And I was forced to handle the case alone. He gave me the very weak option to push back the case for another couple months and try to find a lawyer, which was impossible to do, especially during this pandemic and before, which was an impossible feat because I didn't have the money for a lawyer. I don't have a huge amount of money to get one now, but this is a message to every lawyer out there from Florida and beyond. I need one because right now the Gaston County School Board, granted by David Frank and represented by their sorry lawyer William Armstead, they have charged me $140,000 on attorney fees. And that was an unfair charge, especially since I have nothing to do with it. I was the plaintiff. They act as if I had say-so in this case, which I did not. I was left in the dark the whole time by my ex-lawyer, and a very treacherous one too, Marie Maddox, and her lawyers, Elena Komsky and Catherine Biker. Marie represented me for 7 years, ever since I was a freshman in high school. And throughout that time, she never informed me about the attorney fees or any of the important stuff that went on in this case. She failed to bring a reasonable settlement, and I wasn't above settling. She just couldn't bring a good one. One of them being $2,500, especially for a case that involved bullying, sexual harassment, negligence, all of the above. And this goes from not only students but teachers as well. And right now, I am in a very difficult situation. I'm trying to get my case in federal court. My mother and I are trying to do this, and we're having to deal with a difficult clerk of courts named Christina Samuels, who isn't listening to a word we say and ignores all of our claims and is refusing to transfer it to federal court, since I do not want it in the Tallahassee District Court due to my distaste and resentment towards the chief judge, because he removed 3 healthy judges Francis, Allman, and Wheeler, and replaced all of them for David Frank, a man who has head cancer, which he, being physically unhealthy, and he also proved to be mentally unhealthy too. He even came in the courtroom with a bandage on his head. He's incredibly racist, biased, and blames me for his actions. And him being a judge, he also, abused his power by threatening to put me in a holding cell, despite not even saying anything, aggressive or threatening. He even had the bailiff marching towards me to do that. He didn't let me be on the witness stand, didn't let me expand on my questions on the witnesses, because every time I tried to expand on it, he would interrupt me and call me to the side, and I would have to deal with William Armstead saying objection, objection, and he did that 99% of the time. He didn't create any real argument during the whole trial at all, because look, I have a clean record. I never got in trouble in school unless I was forced into it by someone who was picking on me. And he sustained all of Armstead's objections, and every objection I had was overruled. So that just shows obvious bias. And I have a phone hearing that shows his biased attitude towards me, as he was controlling the whole hearing, despite Armstead being the one to call it and not saying anything, and wasn't going to say anything until I pointed out. But yeah, and as for my ex-lawyer Marie, she deserted me. She left me to handle this by myself, with only my mom to help me out, and she can only do so much. The judge shut her up and restrict her from saying or doing anything or helping me out in the slightest way. I had no power in picking the jury, because it was just people who I did not pick. And as for the verdict, he just undermined the power of the jury, and David Frank went ahead and made a directed verdict, basically wasting everyone's time. And then he goes ahead and grants the school board and Armstead this $140,000 fee, which on the list my name doesn't appear anywhere on it, which is all wrong. But he ignores all the facts that I've presented to him. I'm tired. I don't know how much more I could take of this before I just, snap on one of these people. But before I do that, I need a lawyer. That doesn't matter what race you are or who you are, as long as you have good credentials, because I need it. And I just need this to end. I just need this huge dark cloud hovering above my head to disappear. So all y'all lawyers out there, if you get this message, you get this video, just contact me, dragonfire5498@gmail.com or 850-491-6548, and You know, if you're interested, look, I'll make payments to you to pay off the debt. I just really need a lawyer. If you're willing to take payments for a year or so, I'll do that, because I just need one right now. See ya.